The monthly schedule for Uma Musume Global has been released. Today we'll go over all of the new events and banners to keep you up to date with everything happening, especially because there are quite a few notable banners to keep an eye out for during December. Firstly though, since it is a new month, a quick reminder to check the Cleat shop to buy your SR guarantee tickets, as well as the Friend Point shop for some more skill books. But starting off, there's already a banner underway, and that is for Kawakami Princess, as well as the rerun of the Yaina Muteki and Saiyan Sky support cards. Kawakami Princess is a nice late surger that gets some good skills like Rising Dragon, as well as No Stopping Me. But when you can already get that from the Unity Cup, that isn't really as strong as a selling point for Kawakami Princess at the moment. Otherwise though, the support card rerun banner isn't too bad, with Yaina Muteki being a pretty good parent card because of its high skill hint count, as well as giving some very good skills such as Tail Held High and Ramp Up, and also the Gold It's On skill, with the Saiyan Sky Stamina card providing a nice frontrunner gold skill in Escape Artist. But neither are really worth spending the carats on though, since it's a parent card really, and so they can simply be borrowed for your parent runs. Then after this, on the 4th of December, we'll have the Legend races for Saiyan Sky, Matikana Fukukitaru, and Biwa Hayahide. The Legend race will of course be centered around the upcoming Libra Cup, so you will definitely have races to take part in this Legend race. Moving on to the 8th of December, we'll have some pretty important stuff. Firstly, this will be the start of the Libra Cup registration period. This will be where you select whether you want to be in the open or graded league, with round 1 actually starting on the 12th only. But on the 8th, we'll also be having some new banners, namely an Uma banner featuring Manhattan Cafe. Cafe has a whopping 30% stamina bonus, making her quite ideal for long races. Oh, and would you look at what Libra Cup is? Of course, this could also be a downside in that she is all stamina and nothing else, so you don't get the benefit of, say, a power or a speed bonus, but on the bright side, at least it's not a guts bonus. Other than that stamina bonus though, she also has a gold version of the Stamina Eater skill, which can act as a mix of a stamina debuff as well as a stamina recovery for herself. And her unique is similar to Gold Chip in that it provides a speed boost in the middle of the race as long as she is in the mid-pack. There are also some new support cards on the 8th with a very cool looking Sirius Symboli SR card, but it is unfortunately a Guts card. Still would though. As well as an SSR Nakayama Festa card. The Festa card is nice for late surgers and medium races, although realistically it isn't that great though, and you can probably skip these. Since like most SSR cards, you would need Nakayama Festa to be at a high limit break to really be usable, since she only unlocks a stamina bonus as well as training effectiveness at max limit break. Although she does have an innate 10% effectiveness from her unique effect. On the 14th of December, we will be getting another new event called the Orchestra in late autumn. This will be your standard story plus roulette wheel and your point ladder event. Make sure to fill out the ladder and roulette wheels in these events, especially since now not only does it reward us with carats and of course the event cards, but it also will now bring us some limit break crystal shards. Otherwise, with this new event, we will also be getting festival versions of Symboli, Rudolf, and Gold City. The festival version of Symboli Rudolf is much more geared towards pace chasing compared to her original version, with plenty of pace chaser skills and a unique that needs her to be in the front of the pack on the final corner. Her potential 5 skill though is a bit awkward, as it is a gold version of a green skill that boosts both power and speed during fall, which is of course great when you are running in fall, but that means that for every other season she may as well not have a second innate gold skill, which is unfortunate. And then her other gold skill being a pace chaser heal, which depending on the distance that you're running her in, might not be necessary, although for the longer races of course this can be nice. As for Festival Gold City, she is similar to her regular version, a late surger mile racer with a gold recovery at potential 5, although odds are you don't really need a recovery for a mile race, although interestingly enough she does have a gold acceleration debuff skill, so maybe you can use that to help out your other frontrunners secure the lead with groundwork and whatnot. Gold City's unique can be good since it does provide an acceleration and a speed boost when in the mid-pack on the final corner. The slight caveat is that the skill doesn't specify late race, so depending on the track and what the lobby looks like, it is possible for this skill to activate too early in certain scenarios. As for the event support cards, we have the Karan-chan Wood card and the Narita Brian Stamina card. The Narita Brian card has a weird mix of skills, with some being for late, some being for pace chases, some for medium, and some for long, with a generic speed skill in Beeline Burst. The issue though, to be fair, is that on a stamina card, you're probably hoping for something other than a speed skill. You're probably hoping for a recovery skill, so the Brian card is a bit all over the place and is kind of unreliable. However, the Karan-chan card is quite nice since it gives a bunch of sprint hints, although awkwardly gives a medium race gold skill. But being a wood card though, for sprints isn't bad since you won't be needing a lot of stamina, so you can get greedy with wood cards, and thus get more skill points to buy out all of those sprint skills that you would be getting from Karan-chan. No matter what though, from the event we will also be receiving a free SSR Guts Yukino Bijin support card. Then on December 18th, we will have the debut of Tosen Jordan. She's a bit all over the place when it comes to her skills, with some being for late surging and some being for pace chasing, although she is suited for medium races with a medium A and 2 white skills for medium as well. Although with an innate long B, she can also be made to work in long races. More importantly though, on the 18th is the support banner, because this will be the banner with the rerun of Kitasan Black as well as the Condor Pasa Power card. Now, I don't think I need to tell you how good Kitasan Black is as a support card, but if you do not have her at max limit break or at least limit break 3, there is a very strong argument for you to roll on this banner. Especially because even though this is a split banner with 2 SSR cards featured, the alternative option of Condor Pasa also isn't that bad at all. Compared to when you would get Satono Diamond back on the first banner, the Pasa card is great to get some copies of, as it is nice for pace chases, running medium races specifically, when it comes to skills at least, and it is also just a very good power stat stick. Then on December 22nd, we have some more legend races, this time featuring Air Groove, Asian Flash, and Agnes Digital. After that, on December 24th though, Christmas Eve, we will have Fuji Kiseki's Showtime event. Now, this is not the regular roulette and ladder point wheel that you may be familiar with when it comes to events. This is going to be a small mini event that will let you choose different difficulty options for career mode, with higher difficulties having tougher NPC opponents. If you were around for the Gold Ship week, it's kind of similar to that. Do note though that any Umas you make in higher difficulties will not be getting stronger or anything like that for facing tougher opponents. The only difference is that the NPCs just have higher stats. But by doing these tougher careers, you will earn some valuable rewards such as carats, skill hint books, and of course, limit break crystal shards. And last but certainly not least, on the 28th of December is another big banner, and that is the Mejiro Dober Uma banner. Move over, Major Orion, because the new parent for lates is in the house. Dober's unique functions very similarly to Ryan in that she gives an acceleration boost on the final corner of the track. But instead of needing to be in 6th place, you can also be in 5th place to activate it, making it slightly easier to activate. You can think of Dober as going to be the Seiun Sky for late surgers when it comes to parents. She can of course be used as an ace herself though, although her potential skills aren't really that notable, with a gold debuff in All Seeing Eyes and a gold green skill that boosts stamina. You would much rather have your other late surgers that have stronger potential skills and then inherit Dober's unique onto them. Obviously, you could just borrow Dober instead as an inherit, but remember that by doing so, you will be limited to just effectively speaking 3 ace runs per day then essentially, where you actually have the possibility to use Dober as an inherit. Now, although I did just dump on Ryan, you can honestly inherit both Mejiro Dober's and Mejiro Ryan's uniques for a turbo boost if you happen to be in 6th place on the final corner. In fact, that is probably what most people will be doing. If you're in 6th place, you will fire both off and you will zoom to the end. If you're not in 6th place, maybe you're in 5th place only, you still at least get Dober's unique instead. However, of note though is that the banner right after Dober's will be the Christmas Oguri Cap banner. So you will have to make a decision here, or get blessed by Santa Claus, I guess, and just get her early. And similar to the Saiyan Sky versus the Summer Marozensky dilemma that we had not too long ago, the same argument applies here. Would you rather get a late surge parent so that you aren't limited to daily borrows, and then you can make any late surger ace as often as you want, or would you rather get your own ace in the form of an Oguri Cap that you can do runs with herself as often as you like? Either way, if you take Mejiro Dober or Oguri Cap, you are effectively allowing yourself to make a lot more ace runs. It's just, would you rather make late surger aces or would you rather make Oguri Cap herself as an ace? Not only that though, but on the 28th, there is also going to be a support card banner featuring a Vodka SR speed card and a Daitaku Helios SSR power card. Helios gives a good frontrunner skill in the form of Great Escape, so the same skill as Saiyan Sky's stamina one, but it is on a banner with an SR, which is technically a bit of a downside, since with double banners at least, you can get spooked by the quote-unquote wrong SSR, letting you target more cards to have in your deck. But here though, with the only other option being the SR Vodka card, it's not exactly the greatest as she has very low trading effectiveness with only a 5%, with also a low specialty priority of only 35, getting outclassed by most other speed cards instead. And the last thing happening on the 28th is the Scorpio Cup registration period, with the actual round 1 starting later on the 1st of January 2026. Can you believe it's almost 2026? My goodness. But otherwise though, that is everything happening in the month of December. What are you looking forward to the most? Are you going to be pulling on the Kitasan rerun? Or maybe what about the Mejiro Dober banner? Or are you saving for the Christmas version of Oguri Cap? Or maybe you're even pulling for somebody else like Tosen Jordan, or Manhattan Cafe, or even Kawakami Princess. Let me know down in the comments what your plans are for your carats. But otherwise, until next time, good luck on the pulls, and bye-bye!